Well, make sure it's working. It's working. All right. Hey, welcome. Hey. Um, I'm Roger. Welcome to episode 71. Obviously I haven't been doing anything before this today. This is first thing in the morning, and well, not first thing, but it's in the morning, and I haven't been like moving too much, so I'm just raw dogging this thing. So anyway, now that I've wasted that time, this is World's Longest Suicide Note and chapter 71. I'm Roger, the suicidal person, um, but I am not any kind of mental health expert or somebody you should be following for life advice. Just offering perspective on things, and the rest is up to you. All right, so we're gonna get this going. Whether the brain wants to or not. All right, so today I've made a decision. I've made it. Oh, the phone's ringing. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. All right, so I've made a decision. And that decision is I am no longer going to be an advocate. What does that mean? Well, so just so we get the nomenclature right, an advocate is someone who works within a framework or system that's been established to advocate or to promote the benefits available to a certain group or individual. But it's within a certain established framework or system. So that's the key point there, is if it's within an established system, well then you're an advocate. The problem is that framework and that system is broken. And I don't even know if broken is an appropriate word for it. Broken means that it used to work, or at some point had functionality. Well, those of us know, who do this, who live in this, understand that is incorrect. And so, not that advocating at any point is wrong. I just got to a point where the advocation is only as good as the system will allow. So my goal is to become an advocate once again. Once the framework or system has been changed to accommodate reality. And really that's the biggest part of it is reality. The system is not set up for today's reality. I mean, it may have been set up for the past, as far as the population we had and the degree of mental health challenge. Well, we are in uncharted waters as far as I'm concerned, as far as the health and morale and welfare of the people of this country. It is woefully inadequate. And so it needs to be changed. So I have become an activist. Because an activist seeks to change the system And that's what needs to happen. So, this is not about, advocacy is dead and there's no reason to do that. No, this is advocates are amazing people, and advocacy is a great thing. It's just, it's got to be, it's got to be advocating within a system that actually works. And that is where we are not. So, anyway, now what does that mean? What does that mean going forward? I don't know. I don't know what or how I'm going to do what I say I'm going to do. I don't know. I just know that that's where my energy should be, more than advocating within the existing system. I do not believe that the way I feel is that the minimum has been done. I mean, clearly and I'm not gonna mince words here. Mentally ill folks for generations. I mean, since the history of mankind, has been doing the wrong thing consistently for this population of people. And it's a significant population. I mean, when we all get organized and stand up, we're going to be a force to be reckoned with, because we're talking about half the population of this place where we call home is dealing with this stuff, without a question. So, it's that if we could get behind something together, and if we could form up our ranks, we could change everything. And so that's what I'm calling for. I'm calling for and I got to be careful the words that I say, because I'm looking for a revolution, but I'm not talking about like an actual insurrection. I'm not calling for. People don't need to get hurt. People. We don't need to make anything worse. We want to make it better. And so I want a peaceful insurrection that leads to substantial change in the way that we deal with severe mental illness and suicide. That's what I want. And honestly, I think it lines up pretty close with what we need right now. So, now, I'm not saying at any point that I need to be in charge of anything, or this is about me, or this has anything to do with Roger. Roger's plan to take over the world and exploit what's left of the meager natural resources for his own. No, it's not about. This is not about that. It's about change, and I get it. Sometimes activists get a bad rap, and sometimes they deserve the bad rap because of how they do it. This is not about hurting. This is about healing. This is about helping and having the resources that we actually need to live our lives successfully and happily and all of the above. So, yeah. So it's definitely a change for me. I'm still will be super active in everything, in the advocacy role but that's not what I'm looking to do. I'm looking to change things. And that's really more along the lines of being an activist. So, and honestly, I think sometimes we just got to stand up and say, whatever's going on here is not the thing. This is not adequate. And then move forward and find something that is adequate. So, adequate. My goal is to be adequate. My wife knows that. And sometimes, every once in a while, I qualify as adequate. So I guess what I'm saying is just be ready for me to not shut up more than I haven't been shutting up. I may even start carrying signs. I know activists do stuff. I'm not going to start throwing rocks at police cars. They haven't done anything. It's not their fault. And I'm not going to do anything, like I say, violently, because that is a zero-sum game there, because you can't make a point by holding a gun to somebody's head. Yes, they'll get it. They'll say, okay, yeah, I see where you're coming from. But it's not real. And once a threat is gone, nothing's changed. So I don't want to intimidate people into doing things. I don't want to, force them, because then they'll want to change it back as soon as they can. And we need lasting change. We need change that our kids and our grandkids and future generations who deal with mental illness and suicide can get help, and or maybe not even need that kind of help, because the system is so good that the availability for care and support is there, so they don't have to go down that road. Plus, there's in doing that, we're going to reduce stigma, so they feel empowered to actually talk and to do the work. So hopefully they won't find themselves in that predicament. What a wonderful world that would be. So yeah, anyway, I'm an activist now. If anyone knows what activists do in this regards, then hit me up. If not, I'll do like I always do, and I'll figure it out myself. Because I'm not waiting for somebody's approval. I'm not waiting for anything. I'm going forward. The best thing to do is the right thing. The second best thing to do is the wrong thing. The worst thing to do is nothing. So, and good luck figuring out who said that. I think Teddy Roosevelt said that, but I think I'm wrong on that. I saw a thing on the internet that it was attributed to him, but it may be Gandhi. I don't know. Either way, I believe it, and I'm going to live it the best that I can. So, anyway, if that changes our relationship at all, that'd be sad. But so be it. At this point, when you take on that role, it's bound to ruffle some feathers. But again, that's not my goal. That's not my overarching. I don't want to ruffle feathers. I want to work together. I don't. That's the whole idea. The lasting answer is going to be a collaboration. Where we end up is going to take all of us. And so, I want there to be massive collaboration. I want there to, because this is not anyone's thing, this is all of our thing. So, anywho's, yeah, I guess that's it. I'm trying to work on when it's done, and then just letting it go. But it always seems like there's one thing I was going to say, and it always comes up as soon as I stop the recording. And so sometimes in my mind, I'm like, well, if I just talk shit for a minute or two, it'll pop in my head and I'll be like, then I get to say it and I don't feel like I missed out on an opportunity to say what it is. And sometimes it's a thing like it'll pop into my head when I'm working out or in the shower. I'll be like, oh, I gotta say that. And then I lose it. And when I start scrambling for, I've already made my point and now I'm just talking, I just keep expecting it to pop in my head. So, yeah. Sometimes the ship sails and you just got to stand on the dock and wave goodbye. So that's what I'm going to do. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next one. Yeah. And as always, keep fighting. Take care.